Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk Television, where we talk about your favorite television shows. I'm your girl, D. Marie, and I was editing my video for my mid-season review for This Christmas Was Surprisingly Violent for Legacies, and I just realized as I was scrolling through some social media sites that you guys had a lot of questions about the mid-season review and just the episode and the show as a whole. Some of those things I addressed in my video, some of them I didn't. So I just kind of wanted to bridge the gap between some of those things. And so this will kind of be like a mid-season review Q&A basically. So the first question that I'm seeing all over social media, and I think it's a pretty valid concern that a lot of fans have, is where are Hope's family, during all of this? Why isn't, Rebecca sending gifts and nobody sent her even a text message saying Merry Christmas? And Hope is an orphan. Both Haley and Klaus are dead, but she does have a multitude of other families. So Rebecca, Marcel, Davina, Cole, Keelan, Freya. So she has a lot of other extended family members that care about her. The Michelsons are a very close group, always and forever, and all of that. So a lot of people were surprised that she didn't get anything from her family, and it's a simple enough response. It's because it's October on Legacies, and traditionally people celebrate Christmas in December, which explains why she didn't get anything from her family.
What's going on?
Don't be a Scrooge, Hope. It's Christmas.
No, it's October.
Christmas is a state of mind. It's a feeling in the air.
The other question I was saying was, if the writers were, throwing Easter eggs in this episode about Stefan and Damon, and the answer is absolutely. There was a lot of Easter eggs in there. Mainly that first one was that Damon's car that Lizzie was driving in the mid-season finale? Yes, it was. So Lizzie even says to Sebastian that she got this car as a gift from her father's best friend, which we all know Alaric and Damon Salvatore are best friends. So that was a great callback and an Easter egg to the Vampire Diaries, and just Damon's love of classic cars.
This gas guzzler is older than dirt. My dad's friend gave it to me and Josie for our Sweet 16.
You also kind of get another one at the end of the episode where Santa gifts Caleb that beautiful 1975 red Corvette. Woo. So that one is an Easter egg, kind of more indicating to Stefan. It's a car that he had that was similar in the Vampire Diaries. It's not the exact same make and model, but it's close enough where you can kind of connect the dots there. And he also loved classic cars. It was something that they talked about many times on the show. So I'm glad that they were able to do that for the fans, especially those who have been watching since the Vampire Diary days. The next question that I was asked was, why aren't there any Bennett witches on the show? Bonnie played such a large part in the Vampire Diaries. Why aren't any of her descendants on the show? So I think most of it has to come down to your central cast and who you have. So main characters are definitely Hope, Landon, Raphael, the Saltzman twins, and Alaric. And you also have MG and Caleb that kind of fill in some of those secondary roles there. And whenever you look at the roster, you already have 3 witches. So you have Hope, she's a tribrid, but she mainly practices magic, and that's the kind of side we see of her most of the time, is her practicing witchcraft. And then next we have Josie and Lizzie. They're Siphoner witches, which is a little different, but they are still witches and they still do practice those magic. And then, so if we're gonna add somebody to the main cast, it honestly needs to be a werewolf, because Ralph is the only one. Because we have MG and Caleb as the resident vampires of the cast, so it kind of just needs to be balanced. And I think if you have 4 witches, 1 vampire and 1 werewolf and 2 vampires, it's not balanced anymore. And I think that the show needs some balance, because they already have a main cast and a lot of their characters aren't fleshed out. and their characters need to be developed more. So I think that's one of the main reasons why A Minute Witch is not on the show. Last question that I've been seeing insane amounts of comments and, you know, questions about is what happens whenever Hope graduates, and she won't have to go to the school anymore. I mean, there's a million and one things that will keep her at that school. You know, a lark for starters, just him being that predominant father figure in her life. You know, if monsters are going to keep coming out of that Malivore pit, I don't think she's going to rest until she stops it, just because she feels so responsible for it. She feels like she's nature's loophole for it, so she's not going to stop because of that. But for fans of the Vampire Diaries, we got to watch Elaine and her friends grow up, go to Mystic Falls High School, and then they went to college at Whitmore. Whitmore is pretty close to Mystic Falls, and it allowed for characters to, you know, go back and forth, you know, take the next journey and step into their life. And that was the natural progression college, and that's not far away from the Salvatore School and all the action that'll be occurring. So now that Legacies has been renewed for season 3, I think that was a very valid question. Just because Hope should be gearing up to graduate. She's either a junior or a senior right now, and her time at the school is rapidly coming to an end. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, just make sure you leave a comment, and I would be glad to look into whatever you guys want to talk about next. But please like this video and subscribe to my channels. I'm going to be making a bunch of other Legacies related content. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next episode.